Hello everyone, it's Pawel here, compulsive eater. I'm calling from Poland. My abstinent date is 19 of September 2019. And I weighed and measured 3 meals of the gray sheet to write it down, committed to my sponsor. I'm not eating anything between my meals, and the abstinent gray sheet is the most important thing in my life. Because without it, my life is just poor quality. And about the quality, I was thinking last days a lot because probably few of you know that I've got some physical issue, and I was thinking why the gray sheet is not taking that from me. Why is there's like no relief and whatever. And um, And I easily can forget when I'm in pain how much gray sheet did for me. First of all, that's the main issue. I was free from obsession to eat, and I'm multiholic, if I can say that. I've got plenty different addictions and compulsions, and I'm doing like recovery on quite few programs. And and my journey with GreySheet started when I joined to my first fellowship, 12-step fellowship. Uh, the first I gave up the cigarettes, then medicine and drugs. And when I joined to another fellowship after a month, coming back from the meetings, I was so, in craving for food. I was stopping in some restaurants. I was eating like crazy, going home, what took me like 1 hour. After that, I was eating again. I was, going to see what's going on in the fridge by nights, and I was eating as crazy through the night as well. And before I joined this fellowship, I end up in the psychiatric hospital with depression. My wife was ready to leave me, and our flat was looking like I don't know the proper English word for that, but that was a mess, quite big one. I wasn't able to work. We wasn't earning like. Uh, I had something like some, a sick pension from my government, and and I couldn't even move like 2 meters from my bed, and that was a challenge for me to go to take a shower, and when I when I was coming back from this meeting, other fellowship, and I ate again, through the night. So I end up on my knees beside the fridge, and I ask higher power to give me some solution. Otherwise, I want to die. And a week after, I find out about GreySheet, and and I was skeptical, like, I said, "Oh my God, that's some crazy people. I will not do it. It's too hard. How I can not eat, sugar and carbs to the rest of my life? That's insane." And I was not ready to do it, so I was calling to other people, around the world, asking about the experience, change, and hope. And after 1 month, one guy told me that you just try it, you can always leave or if you don't like it. So I start, and that was a challenge, for me because my head was crazy and all the situation what I described before in my family and home. I was hardly, putting food on my scale. I couldn't think properly, unclear and whatever. Uh, but I did it. Um, and after a week, my one with my closest friend died, and he was like very big, big overweight, and I didn't tell him because I didn't have a chance, and I was on his funeral, and after that was some reception, and the food was served, and I didn't make it, and I pick up over there because I was too ashamed to wait, on the front of the plenty people. But next day I start immediately doing the gray sheet again. Mm. And after a few weeks, I set up with this, how to call it, the routine, and I started to see the first results. I was more focused. I was sleeping better, and I was more concentrate, and my blood pressure was going slowly down. Uh, and and the other addictions and compulsions was easier for me, to keep in the recession. And and my weight was going down, and in my peak I was 123. Today I'm 80, something like that. And and after 15 months, when my weight was around 76 kilos, um, I visit one doctor because I had this physical issue, and the guy said, "Oh, if you will, that's great diet what you have. If you will put a little bit of carbs in it, that would be perfect." I said, "Well, maybe I supposed to do it." Okay. And I said to my sponsor, look, I will try this new way and blah blah blah. And I start my own gray sheet, and that idea lead me to some crazy overeating again. I had like 3 months relapsing, and I was scared. I can tell you that because everything what I've done before stopped. My life stopped immediately. I wasn't able, to follow the directions. Uh, I wasn't able to grow at work. I was starting watching the movies, scrolling the internet, I was lazy, and even I was hiding, that I'm eating. So after my work, I was driving to some shop and I was eating as a crazy and inside the car, plenty of food. Uh, I was taking the food in secret with me to my shifts, and eating there. Um, I was showing at home that I'm doing something, the scale was on the shelf and blah blah blah, um, but that wasn't aggression, you know what I mean? And after 3 months, I said, "No, I will not make it." That madness. So I joined again, and in 19th of September 2019, I had my first meeting after this relapse. And I know now, and I knew then, that GreySheet is not a diet. And some people cannot understand it, and my disease was just waiting to meet this guy, and some connections, click, and I said, yes, I will do my own GreySheet, and that's the result. So I'm on it since then, and I had plenty. Thank you. I've got plenty, benefits from that. My high blood pressure is gone. I was almost diabetes, so I'm off of that. I have no problem with my bowels. I have no problem with my stomach. I was taking, I don't know, but a lot, around 10 tablets, per day for different issues. And I'm not taking them now. I started the business, the GreySheet took me to the money fellowship. I've got order on the plate. I've got order in my finances. I'm making order in my life, in my wardrobe, in my office, and I'm very happy with it because I like things where they are structured and where are on the place. I don't like too much stuff around me, and I know for sure that's connected with GreySheet. There is plenty more balance in my life than before, Uh, I can say no to plenty things. I not discuss with my sponsor if he's saying that I cannot eat something. Before that wasn't so easy, I was disgusting, I was asking questions, and now it's just, can I eat it because I've got some doubts? No, you can. Okay, it's just checking. Uh, my I've got GreySheet because of this health issues. I cannot eat all products what I would like to, and my food every day is almost the same, and I cannot complain. I like it. It's very tasty. It's giving me peace, and when I'm eating, I really feel connection with my higher power and some incredible blessing and some warm feeling inside me. I don't know how to describe it, but it's great. Uh, what else I can say? Maybe I will jump off to the my childhood, because since I know I was surrounded by food. I was growing up in communism, there was no color food and sweetness stuff, fancy things and whatever, but was plenty food homemade, and different kinds. And
No, stop.
sorry, Sarah, are
Sorry.
you saying?
Sorry, that was me. I didn't realize I had my audio on.
Okay, that's all right. And so I remember when the communism collapsed, and products from West. Okay, thank you. West side Europe came into Poland, so I was going to the shops with my friend, and we've been like in gallery, and we've been picking so many sweets, drinks, and food, and we've been just eating as crazy, just beside the shop, on the floor, on the steps. Yeah, and all my addictions was mixed up, I was using uh, whatever I could to avoid my feelings and run away from my thoughts and everything. Uh, and I'm very happy and grateful that this fellowship exists, and I've got my life back. And that will be me probably. Thank you.